So let me tell you about Peanut. Okay, Peanut is the dude that I've spoken about before. He's the first guy that I started dating. Is it the first? He is. He's the first guy that I started dating when I moved to Texas. Actually, I was talking to him online through Yahoo Messenger before I got there. And so when I got there, I just kind of linked up with him and then we started dating for a little while. Anyway, he's the one that I took to Ohio with me. And Darian kept calling on the phone and whatever. Anyway, so now keep in mind, Peanut is a devious bitch. And one time I had went back to Dallas to pick up medication for somebody. So I had drove from South Carolina to Dallas to get this medication because it couldn't be mailed. And I had stopped to stay at, because I was really tired, at a Motel 6 in Grand Prairie, which is like on the east side of Dallas. It's east of Dallas. Right before you get like outside, like first when you pull in, when you're driving in, first you hit Rockwall, Texas, and then you hit Grand Prairie, and then it's Dallas city limits. So I'm at the Motel 6 and I would call him. I'm just like, let me just call and chop it up with him and just shoot the shit. So I'm sitting there in the room. Really, I'm waiting until the next day to leave because I checked into the hotel, went and got the stuff, and then came back to the hotel room because I was tired. I'm on the phone with him. And at this point, he's working for the police department. I didn't know exactly what his position was with the police department. I just knew he worked with the police. I slick kind of helped him get his degree, his college degree, and he used that to get hired on to the police department. The time I took him to Ohio, the money that he made, he used that for school. Like clockwork, baby. So anyway, he's at work when I'm talking to him. He says, where you at? Oh, I'm at the Motel 6 in Grand Prairie. Hey, why don't you, when you get off, we can go out to eat or something and just, catch up with each other. Because I'm, I'm being a positive ex-boyfriend. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I need to check and, see if whatever. I don't know. I was like, okay. He says, hold on for a second. Puts me on hold. I'm flipping through the channels, and I had completely forgot that I had the phone on my face. It's laying on the bed, and I'm watching TV. And when I tell you I'm watching TV, I forgot that I had the phone. It was dead silent on the phone. So I was like, hello. He's mistaking me on hold. I didn't think about it. I didn't watch the whole show and everything. I put the phone down. I go to the bathroom, shave, take a shower, come back. The phone is still there. He still ain't came back to the phone. Next thing I hear some banging on the door next door to my room. Boom, 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 boom. Open up is Dallas County Police. Total silence in my room. The blinds are kind of like away from off the window, so I kind of to look to see, and they're at the door, next door to my room. They sat there and they knocked for about 5 minutes and then they left. Then I hung up the phone. I sat there and I watched them through the little crack in the blinds in the window. They weren't blinds, they were curtains. Motel 6 don't have blinds. It was curtain. And then they leave. I sit back down on the bed and I processed what the fuck just happened. When I checked into the room, before I called him, when I checked into the room, the guy at the front desk had fucked up when he gave me the room key, because when I went up there, it was like if I remember correctly, either the key didn't work or it was somebody in the room. Either way, it was something where I couldn't use that room. He was like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. What I'll do is I'll give you a different room." I was like, "Okay." And he put me in the room next to the room that I was supposed to be in. But he didn't change the paperwork. He just gave me another key. So, after the police had left, I went down the backside of the hotel like clockwork, baby. I went down the backside of the hotel building, walked around the building to the car, threw my shit in the car, and got on the interstate and went back home immediately. That motherfucker had sent some police cars, sent a policeman over to that hotel to scoop my ass the fuck up. As I was driving back on that 14-hour road trip, I had processed the whole thing. While I was on the phone with him, he called an officer and asked them to go check at the Motel 6. What probably took them so long was because there's more than one Motel 6 in Grand Prairie. And when they got there, the front desk clerk gave them the room that I was supposed to be in, which was next door to the room that I was actually in. And the guy, he must either the guy wasn't at the front desk anymore, or he didn't tell them the person that you're looking for is not in that room. When I tell you I had got off lucky, because I had some shit in that room with me. Baby, that was the last time I spoke to that bitch. And I honestly, because I replayed the shit, like everything in my head on the way back. I didn't do anything to him that would warrant him sending a patrol officer over to scoop my ass the fuck up at that hotel. Nothing. I didn't do anything to him at all. We had our differences in the past, but I didn't do anything deceitful or devious to him. Nothing. I didn't do anything to him. I broke up with him. And then after we broke up, I took him on those shopping trips, and he made like $5,000 that he used for college tuition. I was so confused. I said, but that's okay. You can have it, honey. Anyway. Okay, let me add a little something to this. To some context, okay? When I was dating, okay, I told you about when I found out I had caught HIV. And I told Darian. But I also told Peanut at the same time. Because I was having sex with Peanut and Darian. And I cut Peanut loose to fuck with Darian. So that may be where the animosity came in at. And also, when I told Peanut what had happened, that I had the virus, he got on the phone and called me. And when I tell you he talked some mad shit to me, oh baby, he lit into my ass. He called me all kind of trifling hoes, nasty bitches, everything. And I just sat there on the phone for like an hour and just listened to him rant, which I felt like I had to do because I felt like a little guilty that I had the virus and now he's got to go get tested and everything. But what's crazy is afterwards he still had sex with me. So maybe the thing was, also I left Texas to go to South Carolina with Darian, so Okay, so maybe that's the whole thing. But still, there ain't no way. There ain't no reason to be calling the police on no badly.